For my next project, I'm going to build a second workbench. This is my old workbench here, or my current workbench, and it's about 15 years old. And I built it back then from a design from a guy in Colorado. He had a picture of his bench. I liked it real well, and I contacted him, and he sent me a drawing, and I modified it a little bit. But this is going to become the old one. I'm going to put it over here where I had a desk before, and I'm going to build, the new bench is going to go here. So I started thinking about what would I want different about this bench that I would need after having used that one for 15 years. And the answer is nothing. I like the height, I like the vices. I got a twin screw on one end, and I got a single screw face vise there on the other end, and I might rearrange the holes, but then there's for the hold fast, but then there's tool storage in the back, and it's essentially, of course, two parts, a top and a base. The base is made out of construction lumber, 4x4s and 2x4s, a couple 2x6s. And then the top is made out of, in this case, I had some quarter sawn oak back in those days. So I've got some ash now that's 8/4. So I'm going to run this rail all the way around front and back. This is 30 inches, or will be 30 inches wide. The height is, they say when you stand next to it, it's supposed to be by your wrist or lay your palm on it, and I haven't gotten any taller. I may have gotten shorter over the last 15 years, but no taller. But I like the height. It's good for hand planing. The twin screw vise that I've got now is a Lee Valley, and I bought another twin screw vise, but I'm going to have the screws a little further apart so that I can get 20 inches between the two. These are only, I think, 17. And this is the storage compartment back here. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So we're going to get started. The top is laminated, and it's made out of plywood and MDF, which are two very flat surfaces, and then it has an inch of maple, tongue and groove maple on the top of it. So that's what I plan on doing again, and it's very stable, very flat, and heavy enough so that it doesn't move around. So if you want to follow along, that's the next project. Well, to start making a workbench, I'm working on the feet here. So all I did is take a 4x4 and marked out a radius here on the corner so that they're not sharp, and then another radius in here, and then this is 3 3/8 inches, which is what the size of these common lumber are. So now I'm going to take a bandsaw and cut that out. Well, you can see I cut out on the bandsaw here, rounded the corners off, and then created this gap underneath here, so you've got smaller feet. That's easier for leveling. It's difficult to get things level across that much, so that's pretty common on trestle tables and things like that. So now the height, it sits on top of this particular one. We got to put a tenon on here. So I've kind of decided that I'm going to make it 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So it'll be 1.5 inches deep by 1.5 inches wide. So these, to make it come out right, since I have a 2.5 inch thick top, these end up being 28 1/8. These were not exactly 3.5. They were 3 3/8. So that's why I had to have an extra 1/8 on there, and then plus the 1.5 inches for the tenon. Well, I'm fitting the legs to the feet now, and the mortises are a little tight, so I'm taking a little off the tenons here with my low angle block plane, which works real nice for that. Let's see how well it fits now. Somewhere on here I made a mark. Yeah, still not right. Close. Well, I guess it's there. Straight. This one was in already once. Assuming they're the same height. 28 and 16. And they are. So it looks like I got that done. So now I've got to put some mortises in here for the supports at the top. Well, the base is dry fitted there after I did the mortising of the various pieces that we've got to put it together with. It's square at the moment with the clamps held on it. And right now I'm fitting the cross brace that goes in the center, not quite the center of the top. So what that does is allows me 9 inches back here to build the tool storage area, which will be fitted out against the rear here, and that's pretty much it. So the base, once I mortise this piece in here, the base will be ready for glue up, and then we can start on the top. I'd like to make a note that it would be a lot easier to make this if I would square up the construction lumber before using it, but it's a little quicker to do it this way, just with plain old construction lumber, and fit it together. Well, there's the base gluing up on the top of my current bench, and again what we're doing is I'm reproducing the same bench that I had since I liked it so well. So it's all glued up, and so now we got to start to work on the top.